Okay, here we go. That should be working. Sorry. There we go. Okay, let's get this done. Okay, so I'm just going to refresh to see if anybody's watching here. And okay, it's working. Everything looks good. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this little webinar that I'm doing. And thanks for joining me. I know everybody is like super busy, all kinds of crazy things going on these days, kids, events, family, all kinds of stuff. But thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you taking the time to join me. So in this webinar, if you're interested in the Beachbody coaching, or if you just want to learn more about it, or whatever your objective is, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and how I got started. I'm going to talk a little bit about Team Beachbody and about the products, kind of how you can get started as a coach if you want, like what is a coach, what it involves, all that kind of stuff. So it's basically just information, right? I was kind of in your shoes about 3 years ago, and I decided to jump on board, and it's been probably the best decision that I've ever made. So I'm trying to spread the word about it, and this is a really cool opportunity where you can do lots of things with it, right? You can make a second income, you can help other people, you can get accountability and motivation and inspiration for your own journey. You can get discounts on the products, all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to try to keep the presentation to about 30 minutes. Sometimes I go a little bit over, but I will try to hurry. And if you guys have any questions at all, I will stick around at the end and you guys can ask your questions. This is live, so I'll try to refresh the page here and answer questions as we go as well if there's anybody that has questions. So okay, so I'm gonna make myself small here and put myself in the corner up there. Put my dunce cap on. Okay, so if I'm looking away from the screen, like if I'm looking up that way, that's where my presentation is, and that's where I'm looking at the slide. So sometimes if I'm not looking at it looks like I'm not looking at you guys, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at the slide or whatever. So the camera's here, but the slide's over there. So, okay, let me put the first one up here and I'll get started. So yeah, my name's Colin Brown. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a veterinarian. I originally went to school, well, I started working at fitness and nutrition stores after high school, and I was always interested in that. And then I decided I should go to school like everybody else, right, and get a degree or something. So I went to school and I got a Bachelor of Science degree in physiology and nutrition. That was like what I wanted to do or what I was interested in. Actually wanted to be a personal fitness trainer, but kind of decided not to do that along the way too. Kind of been all over the place. You know, some people know exactly what they want to do from the time they were little. Well, that wasn't me. So anyways, I'm a crazy cat guy. I have a bunch of cats. This picture of me here is of me holding a bunch of my cats, or trying to hold a bunch of my cats in my backyard. And it's very difficult. So give it a try if you've got as many cats as I do. I've always been a fitness and nutrition addict. That's on there, obviously, and I'm a Beachbody coach, so we'll talk about that in a second. This is a picture of our dog Remy up here. We just shaved her, so she's usually a lot more shaggy than that. But and then this is a picture of my girlfriend Bianca and I in Hawaii. We actually went there for New Year's Eve, so this is New Year's Eve a couple years ago when we were on Waikiki Beach, so that was kind of cool. Okay, next slide. So like I said, I've always been interested in fitness and nutrition, but you know, well, I kind of already explained that I went to school to get a degree, um, and then I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to medical school, but I've always loved animals, and I decided that, let's go to vet school. I'll be a veterinarian, right? I love animals. That's what everybody says, right? They love animals, so let's be a veterinarian. So that's what I did. It was a long road, lots of volunteering, lots of work, lots of school. But I went to veterinary school and I graduated from veterinary school, and honestly, I was exhausted. I used to be very healthy and into fitness and all that stuff, and I graduated from vet school and I was out of shape, and I didn't like my eating habits. I didn't like the way I looked, didn't really like the way I felt. So, fast forward a little bit and I got my first veterinary job, and I gotta tell you, I hated it. Sounds bad, but yeah, I did not like it, and a lot of it had to do with the environment that I was in and the people that I was working with, and it wasn't a great environment. But so what happened was I quit, right? Why stick around if you're not happy? And I was unhappy, so I ended up quitting that job, and I got another job, another veterinary job, and I really liked it. But I realized something pretty quick, and what I realized was I never wanted to work for anybody else again. I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to be my own CEO. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to make my own schedule, all that kind of stuff. So it just so happened. I mean, I've always been an entrepreneur and I've always wanted to start my own business, but it just so happened, they say things happen for a reason. I was actually at the gym at the time trying to get back into shape, and I was looking up like franchise opportunities and stuff on the internet, and I found Beachbody. And I was like, this is pretty cool, right? I looked into it and I was like, this is pretty cool. I was actually traveling at the time, so it was going to allow me to work out from my hotel rooms and stuff while I was traveling, get back into shape, and start a business at the same time if I wanted to, right? Because the Beachbody business, the opportunities there. So I was like, this is pretty cool, right? So I was pretty busy already because I had also just started at around the same time another veterinary business kind of on the side too. Like I said, I was kind of an entrepreneur, but I did it. I was super busy, and started with P90X. Everybody's probably heard of P90X, the fitness program by Beachbody. Started with that. Started with Shakeology. Got amazing results. This top picture is after 3 months of P90X. I actually won the Beachbody Challenge, so I won $500 US, and I'm Canadian, so that was like $5,000 Canadian. No, I'm just joking, but it was a lot of money, so that was great. And then recently, I was asked to be in the Body Beast infomercial, which was in this bottom right-hand corner. I just took a snapshot of the actual infomercial, and that's me working out in my living room. That's still one of my favorite programs. And then this picture here, I keep going on the wrong one. This picture here is of my girlfriend Bianca and I in Las Vegas, I believe, working out with Tony Horton. So another cool thing about being a coach is you get to go to these events and stuff, and you get to work out with the trainers and stuff live. So it's pretty cool. And that's really how it all started. Ever since then, I just, I saw an opportunity, I jumped on it, and I've grown my business slowly. Like I said, I was super busy at the time, but I did what I could. There was other people on our team that were doing it, that had full-time jobs, that were busy, but they were making really good income with this. They were getting fit. They were making it into a business, into a full-time income, and I was like, I can do that, right? So I just did it slowly, and here I am today, 3 years later. It's pretty cool. It's kind of my dream job. I've always said if I could do anything in the world, it would be to work out and get paid for it. So that's kind of what I'm doing. It's kind of cool. Hello? Oh, sorry. Cat opened the door. So it's super cool. It's now a main source of income for me. So I won't get into this too much, but I basically live off my Beachbody money, and then I put all of I'm still a part-time veterinarian. I still work for myself as a veterinarian, but I put all that money away towards investments and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's allowed me to do a lot of things. So yeah, it's been awesome so far. This is really only the beginning too. Right, I've only been doing this for 3 years. I mean, I'm super excited to see what's going to happen in 5 years and 10 years. And even just now, it's just so cool to work for yourself, to be my own boss, to make my own schedule, to take off for the weekends whenever I want. I mean, I love to travel. We travel all the time, and I don't have to ask anybody. I can just take off and go. So it's pretty cool, and it's a neat chance to open your own business for very little risk and very little startup costs. So super cool. So so before I get into the Beachbody stuff and what coaching's all about, I just wanted to talk really quickly about career options. So I won't spend much time on this slide, but these are your typical sort of career options, and most jobs, most careers can fit into these 5 categories. And I mean, you can see them. The one's a laborer, the other one's professional, managerial, or administrative, or typically white collar worker. That's kind of where veterinarian would go into, I think. There's sales. There's traditional business ownership, which I probably would have done if I had enough money. And then there are people that make a living off investing, right, in real estate or in stocks and bonds and all that kind of stuff. But you usually need a lot of money for that. But the whole point is you don't see network marketing on here. And, you know, network marketing is becoming more and more popular. And I didn't know this, but someone just told me that they're actually starting to teach network marketing in universities, in some universities now. So it's becoming more and more of an accepted career, I guess, right? So pretty cool. We'll talk about this later, but I mean, it really is, it's the perfect career, right? You work for yourself. There's no employees, there's no commute. Anyways, we'll talk about that later, but it's pretty cool. So, okay. The other thing too, why this is pretty cool is the world is changing. It really, really is, and it will continue to change. And I'm not just talking about Donald Trump being president. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about anyways. It's the way the economy is changing, and this isn't just me that thinks this or that believes in this, but this has been talked about by many people, many different experts and professionals and stuff like that. And you know, being an employee in the workplace is no longer a safe place like it used to be, that you could, you know, go to school for a couple of years and get a job and then work till you're 70 years old or 65 years old and then retire, right? That's no longer the case. I mean, it's no longer that safe to keep a job for that long, and a lot of people are jumping careers like crazy, like they've never jumped before. And a lot of it is because jobs are now becoming more performance driven, because the rise of technology nowadays, which is crazy, it's eliminating a lot of jobs, right? Like everything is online now. Customer service is being replaced by machines, right? Like sales jobs are being replaced by online training, online ordering, sorry. People read and watch everything online, like Blockbuster Video. I used to remember going to Blockbuster Video and renting movies and stuff like that. That's obsolete, you know, and bookstores are going to be the same thing pretty quick, I believe. Probably, you know, people are just, they don't need to go to a bookstore anymore, right? They just download it or watch it right online. And so nowadays companies, the other thing too is companies have more options, right? As far as promoting their products and services because of all these changes. And that's where network marketing comes in. It's not just advertising or sales, like hiring a large sales force or whatever. Network marketing, a lot of companies will start using network marketing because it's performance driven, right? There's more competition for less jobs, so companies can do that. They can decrease wages and they can pay more based on a performance wage, kind of like waiters are now, right? They get a very minimum low wage, and then they get paid based on their performance, which are their tips. Or a couple other ways, but that's kind of the way things are going right now. It's a little bit scary, but not as much job security, right, as there used to be. So network marketing, I didn't know anything about network marketing. I had never even really heard the name when I started this, and I didn't really care. I mean, I knew Beachbody was a reputable big company, and I knew all about them, and I loved their products after doing them for a little while, and I wasn't worried about that. But getting into the business opportunity, I mean, it's pretty cool, right? Like companies, how network marketing works is they basically provide corporate support and they pay distributors on a purely performance basis to promote their products and their services. It's a lot of word of mouth advertising, and the money that companies would normally spend on stores and rent and advertising and all that stuff is then spent to pay distributors who spread the word for them, right? And this is pretty cool as an entrepreneur because you receive all the benefits of traditional ownership without all the risks. And the other super cool thing is there's no cap on income. There really is absolutely no cap. Like the company wants you to make as much money as possible because the more money you make, the more money they make. So pretty cool. Okay, so what's the catch? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, I mean, I guess the catch is that you must accept a loss of social esteem from people that don't understand. And this is becoming less and less common now. But, a lot of people say stuff like, oh, that's a pyramid scheme, or that's a whatever, that's one of those things or whatever. And people, I guess, just don't understand about how network marketing works. It's a real business. And I think, this is what goes through the minds of a lot of people that sign up. They say, oh, I know my sister would be great at this, or my friend would be awesome, or, I can think of 5 or 10 people who might do this, right? I know this other guy that would be amazing. Okay, I'll join, right? In other words, they aren't joining a profession. They're basically signing up and they're hoping to get lucky, and lucky enough to cover their own startup costs and lucky enough to start, sit back and let the money roll in, right? But that's not how that works. They haven't started, people that do that haven't started a real business. And when those 5 or 10 people, don't join or they quit, then those people, they blame network marketing, right? They say, no, I contacted everyone I know and nobody signed up and I didn't make any money and network marketing just doesn't work. But, this is a business just like any other business. It takes time to grow. You can't just sign up a few people and wait and let the money roll in. You have to work your business, right? And it takes time. So unlike traditional ownership, unfortunately, it's easier to quit because you don't have as much invested. I mean, if you invest $500,000 in opening your own store or company or something like that, you've got a lot invested. You're not going to quit. But here you have $50-$100 invested. If it doesn't work out, you just quit. And that's a lot of people's mindset with this. But there's a huge potential in this, but not a lot of people realize it, and not a lot of people want to work for it. So I'm just going to see, just going to refresh this and see if anybody put any comments. I don't think so. Okay, so I'll keep going. So yeah, basically just, understand network marketing before you judge it, because it really is the perfect career. And that's coming from me, who went to school for 9 years and didn't know anything about network marketing, was a little bit skeptical about it, right? But it's pretty cool. I mean, if you can deal with the catch about people that don't understand network marketing, I mean, it's pretty amazing. There's no boss, there's no commute, there's no employees, there's no politics, there's no educational requirement, there's time freedom, there's residual and unlimited income potential. There's low growth. There's low risk. There's low startup costs. There's tax benefits. There's lots of perks. All kinds of stuff. So yeah, just make sure you understand it before you before you judge it. There's a good reason why I quit my veterinary job and started doing this part-time. So, okay. I won't spend too much time on this. This is just talking about franchising, like comparing opening a franchise to comparing the coach opportunity. Obviously, franchise a lot more expensive, right? If you want to open up your own franchise, for example, like if you want to open up a Burger King, it's like $2 million. Crazy. If you want to start your coaching business, it's like $40. So huge difference there. And that's why, again, a lot of people don't have a lot invested, so that's why they quit. And it's easy to quit, right? Because you don't have a lot invested. But huge difference for risk too. Like people open a franchise, they often borrow money, they take out a loan, they invest their life savings, right? So they've got a lot of skin invested in that. Whereas coaching, it's such a low startup cost. Again, people treat it like a hobby because of that, not like a real business. So anyway, just wanted to touch on that. I won't go into that too much more, but okay. So I do get asked this question sometimes still, not as much, but some people ask me, like, is this one of those pyramid schemes? And when people first, like when I first started, people would ask me this, and actually my dad said that. He's like, is that one of those Ponzi schemes? And I'm like, I don't know. I said, I don't even know what a Ponzi scheme is. So you'll have to tell me what that is first, and then I can tell you. But a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme is, I looked it up in Wikipedia, and it's basically a business model where there are no products or services. So you're like recruiting people into this business opportunity, and there's no product or service to offer anybody. So that's why it's illegal. It's illegal, and there's no product or service to offer. So you get in there and you're like, oh, okay. Kind of stupid, but anyway, our business model, like Beachbody, I mean, here's you in the red, right? And basically, you start working on you share your journey, right? You tell other people about it. You inspire a few people to start their journey. So maybe you inspire these 3 people here, and then they do the same. They inspire 3 people, and they inspire 3 people, and they inspire 3 people, and that's how it works, and so on, right? And so, yeah, I guess it kind of looks like a pyramid, but so does a traditional business over here, you know. And I got this off the internet, and look, it's pretty funny because at the bottom it says, no thanks, looks like a pyramid scheme to me. So you've got your CEO at the top, you've got your managers, then your supervisors, employees at the bottom. And I guess the big difference is that, you know, in a traditional business or corporation or company or whatever, those employees at the bottom, there's a very, very unlikely chance that they'll make it all the way up to the top to become the CEO. Excuse me. Whereas, oh my goodness. Whereas in our business, like as soon as you sign up, you're the CEO, right? You are the CEO of your business. And there's a good sports analogy. It goes, you know, in our business, anyone can come down off the bleachers and become a professional at any time. So you are the CEO of your business, right? I think my cats are trying to attack the door again, but anyway. And the other thing too, I mean, if you still think it's a pyramid scheme, I mean, Beachbody has some pretty big partnerships with like Apple and Ironman and other big companies. So I highly doubt that those companies would partner with a pyramid scheme, just in case you were wondering. Okay, let's get into the Beachbody stuff here. So Beachbody wasn't always a network marketing company. Just gonna refresh this one more time. Okay, there we go. Okay, so my cats are trying to get in the door. Okay, so like I said, Beachbody wasn't always a network marketing company. It started out in 1998 by these 2 guys here, Carl Deichler and John Congdon, and it was just a company like any other company that they started, a small company, and they sold in-home DVD fitness programs, and they did a lot of advertising through infomercials. And you know, they were slow. It was a small company at first, but they created programs that required hard work and actually worked. They required blood, sweat, and tears kind of thing, right? So, you know, they created Power 90. Everybody's probably heard of P90X, maybe Turbo Jam, a couple of these programs. And basically, Beachbody at that time had like online message boards, and people were going on these message boards and inspiring each other and talking about their success. And a lot of the growth of the company was through those message boards of kind of word of mouth advertising from the people that were using those programs. And so Carl and John decided to try to reward those people by making them coaches and making it into a network marketing company. And that was in 2007 when Team Beachbody was launched, right? So that was like, what, 9 years ago? So pretty crazy. It hasn't always been a network marketing company, but 2007, that was the launch of Team Beachbody. So before it was just Beachbody, 2007 it was called Team Beachbody, and that was kind of the the launch of the coaches and the network and the coach network, and it put into motion a whole bunch of different programs. As you can see here, you've probably seen a lot of these programs. They made P90X2, and then they came out with Shakeology and Body Beast and Insanity and 21-Day Fix and all these crazy things, right? And they're still coming out with programs all the time, and the company's growing. And I mean, actually, a lot of you have probably either tried or heard of a lot of these programs, right? And so I feel like a lot of people are like me, and they've heard of the programs, or they've tried the programs, or they've tried Shakeology or something, but they don't know that there's a business opportunity where you can team up with Team Beachbody and make a second income. And so it's a fairly new concept. I mean, I live in Canada, and the coach network, the coach thing just launched in Canada in 2014, like late 2014. So it hasn't been around that long. And so this is still kind of a new thing. So I don't think a lot of people know this, but it's a really cool chance to open your own business if you're in the fitness industry, to make a second income, to make a full-time income even, right? Okay. So this is basically just a picture of the big Beachbody Summit. I just put this in here because it's pretty cool. Usually Beachbody has this huge super workout. This was in Nashville, Tennessee last year. This year it's actually in New Orleans in the summertime. And they have this huge super workout. So I think I was like way back here somewhere, if you can see my mouse, working out over there. And it's pretty cool. That's all I wanted to show with that. It's just a cool picture. Okay. So, I mean, there are other fitness companies out there, and there are other network marketing fitness companies, but what makes Team Beachbody unique? Like, obviously they have like world-class fitness programs. They've got awesome nutritional products. They've got Shakeology. They've got rewards. So they've got the Beachbody Challenge. They give away free t-shirts all the time to anybody who does their workouts. I won $500. They give away $500 every day. They give away hundreds of thousands of dollars at the end of the year or halfway through the year even. But what really separates Beachbody or Team Beachbody from other companies is the support. So that's basically our job as coaches. Like, we don't just sell someone or hook someone up with a Beachbody program and then say, okay, good luck with that. We're there with them. Like, I'm doing the workouts with you. I put you in one of our online accountability groups, and I support you. I answer your questions. I'm there doing the workouts with you, right? I'm posting my videos. I'm posting my pictures. I'm posting what I'm eating. I am there to support you, and that's really what separates Beachbody. So pretty cool. Okay, Shakeology. I'll just talk about this really quick. If you haven't heard of Shakeology, it's basically their sort of signature product. It's a superfood protein meal replacement shake. It's got clinical studies behind it. It's clinically proven to help decrease cholesterol, to regulate your blood sugar levels, and to decrease cravings to help you lose weight. So it's pretty cool. It's only sold through coaches, and what I mean by that is even if someone goes online and buys Shakeology online through Beachbody. Beachbody turns around and they give the customers and they give that commission to us as coaches, which is pretty cool. Like I don't know any other companies that do that, right? Like they turn around and they give us the customers as coaches and they give us the commissions up front. So it's kind of cool. Very cool. They have awesome recipe calendars and all kinds of blogs and stuff like that. And you can make, you can't just make, well, you can make shakes, but you can make like puddings and bars and cookies and fudgy pops and frozen pops and all kinds of different stuff, right? So you'll never buy granola bars or anything like that again. It's pretty cool, all this crazy stuff that you can make, and there's recipes, new recipes all the time. It's pretty cool. This is just a picture from head office, and it's basically just, again, Shakeology is not about the macronutrients. Like macronutrients are protein, carbohydrates, and fat, but Shakeology is really about everything else that's in there, like all the superfoods, all the antioxidants, all the adaptogen herbs, the prebiotics, the probiotics. Like look at all of them. This is pretty much, I think, all that stuff that's in there. So it's got tons of benefits, and of course it's got protein and some carbohydrates and good fats and stuff like that, but that's not what it's about. It's about everything else that's in there and all the benefits that come from all the superfoods. So this picture is basically just so you can see what the bags look like. Simple enough. This picture of me on the right is actually last year on a free cruise that we got from Beachbody, and they had just come out with a brand new flavor called Cafe Latte. It tastes like cappuccino, and I'm a big I like the flavor of those things, and I drink coffee sometimes. So I was super excited because it hadn't been released in Canada yet, and that's the first time I got to drink it. It was on the cruise ship, and it was all free. So I was like, oh my god, I gotta take a picture. So that's basically what that picture's all about. Okay. Just a couple more things about the company. I mean, they're not just about fitness programs and Shakeology. They have something for everyone, right? They've got like ongoing weight loss products. They've got all kinds of nutritional supplements. They've got this brand new Beachbody Performance line out with, you know, a pre-workout and post-workout energy drinks and drinks like protein, time release protein that you drink before you go to bed, and just really like performance supplements. They've got equipment, right? Like they sell yoga mats and resistance bands and foam rollers and chin-up bars and clothing and hats and water bottles and recipe books and all kinds of crazy stuff, right? They've also got digital access, so you can buy the DVDs, but now you can also just get digital access online, which is where everything is going, and I'll talk about that right now. And I resisted this for a little while, trust me, but this is like the best thing ever because you can take these workouts anywhere with you. You basically have streaming access to all of the workouts, and you can stream them right to your phone, right to your laptop, right to your iPad, your tablet. If you have a smart TV, even if you don't have a smart TV, you can use like Roku and Apple TV and Chromecast to cast it right onto your big screen TV or whatever. And if you go on holidays, you don't need to take any DVDs or anything with you. As long as you have Wi-Fi, which pretty much every hotel in the universe has now, you can just, you know, it's all online. You just bring up Beachbody On Demand on your computer or your phone or your iPad or whatever, and you start doing your workout. You just press a button and it starts. And you take all the workouts with you, right? Whereas before you'd have to take like all these DVDs with you. So it's pretty cool. And this is what we've been doing, these free groups. If you've heard about the free groups that we do with our team, we run free groups because Beachbody will give you a 30-day free trial to this, so you can try it out and see what you think. And then after that, it's super cheap. It's like $100 a year for every single program that they've ever made, and you have access to all of them, unlimited streaming, right? Like I used to pay $500 or $600 a year for a gym membership, and here you get tons and tons of workouts for $100 a year. So it's pretty crazy. Okay, so that's Beachbody On Demand. That's awesome. Okay. So I'll go through these pretty quick, but I just put a bunch of, before and after pictures on here that people got with Beachbody programs, because this is really what coaching's all about, right? Like, yeah, you can make great money, and yeah, time freedom is huge for me, but it's a pretty awesome feeling. It's one of the best feelings in the world when you get an email or a message or whatever from one of your challengers saying, oh my God, you changed my life, or, oh my God, I just lost 15 pounds, or oh my God, I just fit into my jeans from high school. That's a pretty cool feeling. And it just reminds you why you're doing what you're doing, like what's at the heart of what you're doing. You're changing people's lives. And no different with the coaching too, right? Like these are customers and challengers that are losing weight, but it's the same thing with the coaching, right? Like it's a pretty awesome feeling when you see a coach on your team, or when you get a message or something from a coach on your team who just quit their job, because of the income, or just paid off their bills for the month with their Beachbody income, or got to buy something new with their Beachbody income, or is now working part-time because of their income. All kinds of stuff like that, right? Like we hear that stuff all the time, and it's a pretty amazing feeling. You're helping them financially, right? You're helping them build a business. That's pretty rewarding too. So okay, these are kind of like my results. The picture on the left is when I first started with Beachbody, and then the picture on the right was last year, I believe. I guess I should update that picture, but I just wanted to say that there's a lot of amazing transformations, and a lot better than mine, but you do not need some amazing transformation. Like a lot of people are weary, or they don't want to sign up as a coach because they don't have some amazing story, or they don't have some amazing transformation, and you don't need one, right? You have to be on that journey. And actually, the most successful coaches are the ones that are on that journey and sharing it with people. So if you're at the start and you have 40, 50, 60 pounds to lose, doesn't matter. If you start coaching then, and you share your journey, and you share your struggles and everything along the way, you will inspire so many people, and you will bring so many people along for the ride, and so many people are going to want to follow you. And so that's really what it's all about. You don't have to be at the end of your success story. And for me, I probably never will be, right? Like I'm always working to get better. I'm always working to be better. So it's kind of an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing journey, right? It's a health and fitness journey. So this is just talking about peer support again. Super cool with Beachbody. You have an awesome community of people. Like you get to meet a lot of the trainers too. Like this is Bianca and I with Autumn Calabrese from 21 Day Fix. This is Sagi from Body Beast that we got to meet. This is a bunch of us on a cruise. Where the heck were we going? I can't remember now. See, this was last year. I went on 2 cruises, 2 free cruises last year from Beachbody. So this was the second one, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so okay, this is a big one, because I'll try to move myself out of the way here. Anyway, there we go. A little bit smaller, and then you can see the do. But basically, what do we do exactly? Well, the best way I can describe it is that we are in the business of inspiring, motivating, and supporting people during their journey. So that means that we do not have to be fitness experts. We do not have to be nutrition experts. And I often get asked a lot about this. Like I tell people about the coaching, and they say, oh, I could never do that. I don't know anything about nutrition, or I can't be a very good coach, or, I'm not at my goal weight, or whatever. I'm not a certified personal trainer. Like, you don't need to be any of that. All you need to do is be able to inspire people. And most of that comes from sharing your journey. And it doesn't matter what kind of journey you're on, as long as you're sharing it and you're trying to be a better person, or you're trying to lose weight, or you're trying to eat healthier, or whatever you're doing. If you share that with other people and how amazing you feel and how good it's making you feel, then you will inspire people. And that's what this is all about. So on the left, it says a coach does not have to be a fitness and nutrition expert. A coach does not have to already be at their fitness or nutrition goals. And you don't have to be an experienced salesperson. I am like the worst salesman ever. I'm a veterinarian, and veterinarians are known for being horrible salespeople. We give away everything for free. So yeah, you don't have to be. You can learn everything as you go, and that's not what it's about. So, but on the other hand, what you should be doing is you should be working on your own transformation, like I talked about. You should be proof that the products work. So if you're using Beachbody products and it's working and you're getting results, you share that and be proof the products work, and you'll attract people. You need to be growing and improving as a person, sharing your story, connecting with people, building relationships. That's kind of the main bread and butter of this business, is you need to connect with other people, and you need to invite them to come along on your journey, right? Like, everybody wants to get healthy. Everybody wants to get fit. And we're basically sharing our stories, and we're providing a way for people to do that. So that's kind of what it's all about. So I don't ever feel like I'm selling anything. Okay. What are the benefits of being a coach? Oh my goodness, has it been 40 minutes already? I better hurry up. Okay. See, I always talk too much. Okay. What are the benefits of being a coach? There are lots of benefits, but these are some of the main ones. You get 25% off on all Beachbody products. You can set your own work hours, like I talked about. You have total time freedom. You can work part-time or full-time. You can build your business online on social media. You can do it in person. You can start a fit club in your local area, all that kind of stuff. You can work at night. You can work in the morning. You can work while your kids are napping. There's a lot of benefits of this type of business. It's very, very flexible, and you can work it around your life, right? Whereas a typical job or a normal job, you got to be work at 8 o'clock, right? If you're not at work at 8 o'clock, you don't get paid. So, okay. So those are the benefits. What are the rewards? They might sound similar, but obviously the main reward for a lot of people is getting paid, right? We get paid by commissions. We get bonuses for team growth, all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to get into how we get paid, because that's a little bit more complicated. It's not really that complicated, but this webinar is already long enough. So, but other rewards like trips. You guys, I've been on so many trips with Beachbody. A lot of them are free. Some of them I just have to pay for the to get there. The Beachbody Summit. You have to pay for your hotels and stuff like that, but that's your choice if you want to go, because you're learning more about the company, you're networking with people, you're meeting other people, you're learning about how to better build your business. But I mean, like, this is a free cruise we went on last year. It was the biggest cruise ship in the world, completely free. Everything was included. Beachbody paid for it. This was me surfing on the Oasis of the Seas was the cruise ship. They had a surf simulator on there. This was us last year in Nashville. Beachbody put on like a private Billy Idol concert for a lot of the Beachbody coaches. You get monthly stuff. So if you hit certain goals and stuff in your business, which are not hard to hit, you get free stuff every month. So I got a Shakeology apron underneath me here. They sent a bunch of people a Monopoly game, but it's called Beachbodyopoly. It's pretty funny. And yes, we played that before, I have to admit. Special Shakeology cups. You get clothing, all kinds of cool stuff, right? Like you get stuff, lots of free stuff, lots of cool stuff. You get customers given to you, like I talked about earlier. Like Beachbody will take the people that order online and stuff and over the phone, and they'll give us the customers, which is super cool. So just by being a Beachbody coach, I get customers given to me, which is awesome. Okay, what about support and training and all that stuff? Well, let me just say that there's almost too much training. Beachbody has tons of training that you can go through and learn how to build your business and there's almost too much training. Like a lot of coaches, I just tell them I have to guide them through at the start because they get overwhelmed because there's too much training at the start. But they have, I mean, Beachbody has outstanding support, right? Like they have guides to start you when you're starting. They have coach basics programs, coach training, marketing tools. There's social media pages that you can go on and help you build your business. They have a weekly coach national wake up call, coach breaking news, monthly newsletters, all kinds of stuff. So just know that there is a lot of support. And not only do you get support from Team Beachbody, but you get support from me and our team. Like our team is pretty awesome. We're like a big family. We have a lot of top coaches on our team. We have coaches ranging from, just starting out and making no money to 6-7 figures and above, right? Like, so you can learn from a lot of the coaches. We share what's working, what's not working. We have team calls all the time. People share training in our team pages. We have weekly team building events, all kinds of stuff, recognition. So lots of cool stuff. Oh, I should, we do these Zoom calls too. And so this is me on a Zoom call. I don't know if you can see here. This is one of my cats on my shoulder while I'm doing the Zoom call. This was kind of a big team picture. We rented a house and took a team picture in the backyard there. That was in, I think that was in Nashville. Anyway, this was us working out, a few of us working out on the cruise ship. This was us in Mexico, so it's pretty cool. Okay, I'll try to hurry up here because obviously I talk too much. Okay, so I just thought I would show you guys how much I make, because I think it's only fair enough to just tell you guys, what my progression has been, and just know that there's a lot of people, a lot of Beachbody coaches that make a lot more than me, and a lot of coaches that make a lot less than me, right? They're all over the board, but and a lot of people grow their business a lot faster than I have, right? When I first started, for the first year, I didn't really do a whole lot. I was super busy. I did what I could, but I was super busy with working as a vet, like 60 plus hours a week. And then I had another vet business and I just did what I could. But now I have a little bit more time to work on it. So it's growing more. And that's the cool thing is you can do this. You can do this with a full-time job. Yeah, you can do this on the side. Sorry, I just moved it. I thought it screwed it up there, but okay. So my first paycheck ever was January 8th, 2014. I made $120. Don't worry, this is just all the different columns of how you get paid. Don't worry too much about this, but I got paid $120 US. 1 year later, so 1 year into the business, I got paid. This is Canadian, this is American, and then it gets converted into Canadian dollars because I'm Canadian. I get paid in Canadian dollars, and it was about $147, something like that. And so like I said, not a huge increase for the whole year, but it was consistent, right? Like this was my first check, and at the end of the 1 year, I was making this consistently every week. So these are all weekly, right? We get paid this every week. 2 years in the business, 2016, January 2016, I was making $630, and again, this is per week, and that's Canadian on this side. So I guess I should update it, but it's a bit more complicated now because I get paid from different business centers and stuff. But yeah, at least it just gives you a little bit of perspective, right? Like, I was not very fast at working my business, but honestly, like 2 years in, who wouldn't want to be making $600 a month, right? And there's other top coaches, I've seen their stuff, and they're making, after a few years, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a week, right? So it's crazy. But even over here, I was pretty happy, right? I'm like, this is crazy. I'm making $150 a week doing this, like working out and posting on Facebook. It's awesome. So pretty cool. Okay, enough about that. this is just the major objections I hear all the time, and I won't go into this because I always talk way too much, but a lot of people say, hello? A lot of people say that, I don't have enough time. I'm too busy, and that's probably the number one objection I hear. And just know that you do have time. You can make time. You just have to make sacrifices. You have to schedule it in your day. You can work. Like, we have people on our team that are moms that have 3 or 4 kids that are working full time, all kinds of stuff. People with 2 jobs, right? So you can find the time. You just need to schedule it in your day, and you need to make some sacrifices, and you may need to juggle around your schedule. You may need to work while your kids are napping. You may need to work at night. You may need to butt out TV, like no more TV. I'm going to build a business, right? It just depends what your goals are too, right? Like, do you just want a few extra $100 or something like that to do a car payment or to go shopping, or do you want to build a full-time business with a full-time income, right? So, okay, I'm almost done, guys, but what's the worst case scenario? I just put this in here because honestly, like I said, it's not a huge investment, and I feel like, I kind of just jumped in and I went for it, and it's the best decision I ever made. And I kind of thought about it, and I'm like, what's the worst that could have happened, right? Like, what's the worst? You invest anywhere from $40 to $140, maybe $200 if you buy the whole shebang when you start up. And what's the worst that can happen? Like, you work on you a bit, you get healthy, you get fit, you focus on you. You'll probably make some awesome friends, meet some very inspiring people, meet some great entrepreneurs. These are probably people just like you that have jobs, careers, that are just trying to be better people, trying to maybe build a business, trying to work on their health and fitness. It's a great group of people to become friends with. And at least you tried something new, right? If you do end up quitting, at least you probably tried something new. You learned a few things. You grew as a person, right? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? That's what I say. I always go back to. It's not like you're investing $100,000, right, into a business. But on the other hand, this is why a lot of people quit or whatever, because you don't have a lot invested, so it's easy to quit, right? But we don't want you to quit. We want you to grow a business. So, okay, types of coaches. I won't go into this, but a lot of people sign up as a coach just for the discount even, right? Because you do get 25% off everything. So, you save. If you're a coach, like I'm a coach, and I save like $39 just off Shakeology every month, just by being a coach, because I get 25% off of everything. And a lot of people are what we would call hobby coaches, and maybe they just want some extra spending cash. Maybe they love the products. They want to help out a couple of their friends or their family members, right? That's all cool. Or maybe you're a business builder like me, but you're all in. You're building a life of freedom, of time freedom, of financial freedom. You're growing a team and inspiring other people to do the same. You're mentoring them, all kinds of stuff like that, right? So lots of different things to think about, lots of different types of coaches that you could be. You don't have to be full-time all into this, right? So this is the last slide. So, before I end, I just want you to think about a couple things or a few things, right? Like, what can becoming a coach do for you? Do you hate your job? Do you want some extra income? Do you want to help some of your friends and family? Do you want to be part of a community of awesome people? Do you want to change your lifestyle? Do you want to get fit? Do you want to get healthy? Do you want to work from home? Do you want that freedom to that flexibility to work whenever you want and be your own boss, right? Like, there's lots of things that coaching can do for you. So just think about what you want out of it, and then think about who you can help, right? Like, I didn't really know anyone when I started up, and I met a lot of people on social media, and that's what I do. But do you want to help some of your family members? Maybe are there friends that you want to help maybe lose some weight, or maybe you have someone who wants to build a business with you or something like that. There's lots of stuff. So think about that. Think about who you can work with, who you can help, and then what are your goals and your dreams, right? And think about, is what you're doing right now going to get you there? Like, do you want that big house? Do you want that nice car? Do you want that time freedom? Do you want to travel the world? Most people have these dreams and these goals, but they're really just a figment in their imagination, or a figment of their imagination. And I think a lot of people know at the back of their head that those aren't going to come true. They're just dreams, but they can come true. And they will come true if you change. You just need to do something different. Like, if what you're doing right now, if your job, if you just keep going at your job or whatever your career is right now, are you going to get to where you're going? If the answer is no, then you either need to change or you need to add something, right? You need to do something different. And this is the perfect opportunity to keep your regular job, keep your regular career, and then build this business on the side. And who knows, maybe you'll build it up to the point where you can quit that job and this is your full-time income, right? I mean, that's kind of what happened with me, and it's like, this is awesome. This is amazing, and you can do what you love, right? I'm still a part-time veterinarian, and I love doing that, and I'll never probably stop doing that, but this has been pretty amazing for me, and there's a lot of stuff happening right now for us, which is pretty exciting and pretty cool. But the coolest thing is knowing that those dreams and those goals are coming true, and I know they can come true. And now I have more goals that are bigger, you know, and I know I can achieve them, and I'm working towards them, and I know that what I'm doing is going to take me there. So it's pretty cool, pretty cool feeling. So, okay, I will stop there. I will stop talking. Any questions at all? I will refresh this. See if anybody has questions. If not, sorry, I'm just refreshing this. Okay. So I don't see anything. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, if you want more information, if you want to chat with me on the phone, anything at all, there's no pressure. This is just information for you guys, because like I said, I don't think a lot of people know about this, and it's pretty awesome. So contact me, right? My email's on my Facebook page. You can message me straight from my personal Facebook or my business page on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. It's AFitVet. You'll be able to get a hold of me. So easiest is probably just Facebook message right here. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. We can chat on the phone. I can send you more information over email or on Facebook or whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got some information out of this, and just, think about your future and think about what you want to do and think about if this can help you. So awesome. Have a wonderful night, and hopefully I'll talk to you guys later. See if this works. Okay, bye guys.